This is interview with Deanna Holliday, running for County Commissioner. And what has made you want to run for office?
Well, it certainly was not a decision that I came to abruptly. I had been preparing for this run for County Commissioner for several years. And the biggest driving force for me was the struggle that I see with the citizens of our county. You know, friends and neighbors and family members, there's just a lot of struggle going on. And I think that my experience in business and the skills that I have can make a difference for these people and maybe improve the quality of living that we currently have in Lawrence County. I believe that it's time for new habits and new leadership. The habits that I would bring to the seat would be honesty, accountability, balance, integrity, trust, and service. So I believe I'm a qualified candidate.
What in your background or education or a particular characteristic of your own personality did you think makes you qualified?
The most important qualification I have is the fact that I have run my own successful business for the last 20 years. But getting to that point in my life has definitely been a journey. I come from very humble beginnings, and from a very young age I have understood that what hard work equals. My father was a teamster. He grew up, so I grew up on union wages. And I witnessed both he and my mother work hard for everything that we had in our lives. At a young age, I was hired as a receptionist with Cellular One. I was actually their first employee that they hired when they established their business here in our tri-state area. And so I worked very hard and worked my way. I guess you could say I climbed the ladder and was promoted. When I left that company, I was operating several of their offices and managing multiple employees, and that led me to running my own business. My husband and I have, like I said, been in business for 20 years and have been very successful with that, and I think that certainly makes me qualified. Another thing that I think helps when you're running or when you're representing people is your ability to relate to people. And I certainly come from all walks of life and have the ability to relate on so many different levels. The fact that I started at a ground level of employment and through hard work have been able to prosper in my own business is certainly helpful. But I also enjoy a lot of things in my personal life that I think will help me relate to the people of Lawrence County. My family and I are outdoorsmen. We enjoy hunting and fishing and boating and anything that pertains to the outdoors. We're big skiers and that sort of thing. I also have served as a member of the Dawson-Bryant Board of Education, and through that I've been able to touch many children's lives. My husband and I have just always focused our efforts on helping people, and I think that being able to relate to people and know what their needs are is very important, and I think that I possess that quality.
Okay. If elected, what are the top 2 or 3 things you would want to accomplish?
Goodness, everything is so important, but I think the most important thing that we can do as commissioners is protect the public safety of our citizens. That is of the utmost importance, and I know that there are areas that we can improve what's happening with our law enforcement, our first responders with our EMS and our fire departments and that type of thing. I think there's definitely improvements that can happen there, and I want to work closely with those people to ensure that we are protecting our people the way they need to be protected. Also, I think the financial health of our county is extremely important, and that's something that I will work diligently on, balancing our budget and making sure that our appropriations are being spent in the right way and in the most effective ways. I also think that we have an epidemic today with drug abuse, and I think that we can implement programs and some resources that can help rehabilitate these people. And I want to develop a strong workforce for our area. We need jobs and we need growth with our economy, and the way we do that is with jobs. So to entice big companies to come to our area, we need to be able to offer them a strong workforce. So I want to implement programs that will be resourceful for that.
Okay. Do you think you can work with your fellow commissioners?
Yes, I can work with anyone. I think that I live my life listening and communicating with people. I think communication is the most important thing, and I will keep an open line of communication with my fellow commissioners. I have always agreed to disagree, and even if there are issues that we may disagree on, I think that through discussion and communication that we can ultimately come up with the best result for the people of Lawrence County.
Why should I vote for you?
Because I'm qualified. I have a true care and concern for people. I think that my experience in business, that I have the most opportunity to make the biggest change, because I've grown our company to a successful level. I think, like I said earlier, we need new leadership right now. We need new habits, and I'm the candidate, I think, that brings that type of change to the seat.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.